NGT to the world over.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. I see y'all rolling in. Salute to the chat. Listen, I'm working overtime right now. There's quite a few videos that people been sending me via IG. And somebody put me hip to what's going on these YouTube streets. And Dr. Umar has a lot to say about content creators who have any criticism regarding Gilly the kid's parenting skills. Not only him, but there's a whole slew of other social media personalities, rappers, entertainers, and so forth. There's a whole lot of selective outrage that I'm seeing going on in social media. So, Gilly the kid's son recently was shot in the back in the violent streets of Philly. And because there's content creators saying that, hey, you got to train up a child in the way you would have them go so they don't depart from the faith. There's a lot of fathers who are speaking up saying, hey, when you have young boys, when you have sons, you got to make sure they protected from the street life, especially if you're a rapper coming from Philadelphia and you was on that scene and you narrowly escaped with your life. You got to pass the game down to your son so he can get out of those streets. And I was one of the first content creators to make that point on social media. And, it was quite a few people covering the story, men of truth who were speaking out and speaking up. And it's very true. Not to mention, you got a lot of individuals who know what's going on in Hollywood. They know, we know. And it's not a matter of hatred, clout chasing. It's not even a matter of being insensitive. But let's make this clear. Let's make this very clear. You're supposed to learn from a person's death. There's supposed to be some criticism put out there. And for some reason, everybody's mad at content creators. And I just can't wrap my mind around that, y'all. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that you're mad at content creators, but you're not trying to figure out who killed the young man. They're calling it a senseless crime with no proof. How do we know it's a senseless crime? Has somebody been brought to justice? I mean, really, what is going on? How do we know it wasn't intentional? See, the word senseless crime would mean that it was just a random act of violence. We have no proof of that, but we do know within the industry, there seems to be a lot of sons, firstborn sons to be exact, coming up deceased. And there's never anybody brought to justice. The assailant is never caught. It's just a murder mystery. But instead of being outraged and trying to figure out what's going on with these murders, you got these individuals who want to come out the cut and criticize the criticizers, right? But anyway, I want to play what Dr. Umar had to say. And I want to chime in because, I find this guy hilarious. I really do. And, when tragedy strikes, you always find out who is who and what is what. You know who the taskmasters are. You know who the fraternal brothers are. You could just tell because what they do is they come out and they try to play damage control for other people. And, it's hilarious because you can see right through it when you're in the truth. But anyway, I'm gonna play what this man had to say in regards to content creators, right? Peep the game.
Lost his son to senseless violence the night before last.
Hold on, let's go back just a little bit.
My condolences go out to him. Lost his son to senseless violence the night before last. My condolences go out to him, his co-hosts, his queen, his children, his aunts, his uncles. The whole Philadelphia is hurting for him right now. The whole Philadelphia is hurting for him right now.
You know, that's interesting because, you know, there's a lot of young men who die in Philadelphia every night. And, you know, they like to play these emotional games with people. I doubt that Dr. Umar even knows Gillie. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, they like to play these emotional games. What about the young men who get struck with bullets every night? Are the whole Philly, is the whole Philadelphia mourning for those men, for those young men? Are they mourning for all the other men who've been gunned down? That's the question. Because Gillie is a celebrity, you know, we're supposed to be sad. We don't know him, sir. And let's just put this out here. His son is dead. All right. He's not coming back. He's gone. He's dead. It's over. There's no more FNG cheese. He is dead. He will not be coming back. He's gone, sir. He rapped about drilling. He rapped about killing himself. Not killing himself. Y'all know what I meant. He raps about killing, all right? Others, drilling on the ops, running up on people. So, I mean, what are we talking about here? He was part of the deaf culture. Matter of fact, YNG Cheese, his music was soundtracked to death in Philly. What about the young men who pulled drive-bys listening to his music? How about that? You know, y'all selective outrages is crazy to me. But, you know, they accuse content creators of clout chasing when it's clear to me that Umar is clout chasing. You're clout chasing. You're trying to get in good with the industry. You want to keep going on these shows and different podcasts. See, this is how I know and why I know certain people are able to get invites to certain places. Certain people are able to bump shoulders with certain people, particularly these so-called conscious individuals and pro-blacks. You know why? Because they play the game. They trying to get in where they fit in. See, I don't sugarcoat. I'm going to say exactly what it is. I'm going to just keep it a buck at all times.
But what I find absolutely unforgivable, deplorable, disgusting, conduct unbecoming black men is to see all these social media opportunists.
What are you doing right now? Yo, these people are funny. What is he doing right now? He's on social media trying to play the role as somebody who has some level of integrity. Sir, you know, you have a lot of nerve. He has a whole lot of nerve. It's just utter hypocrisy. He's on social media right now talking about a hot topic. You're just picking a side. That's all you're doing. You're no different than anybody else on social media. You just choose to lean towards the celebrities. You choose to lean towards the ones who have the clout. You know, you want to lean towards them because they can open up doors of opportunity for you, sir. See, it's an unpopular opinion to go against a celebrity who just lost a child. That's unpopular. And it's not that we're going against Gillie, we're criticizing because we're looking at certain things taking place within the industry and we have questions. But hey, you know how these guys move, man. You know how they move. Anyway, let's continue.
To go on YouTube and see all these social media opportunists use this man's loss of a son. Use this man's loss of a son as an opportunity.
So, okay, if Gilly at any point uses the loss of his son to gain views or attention to his podcast or show, movies, or whatever else is up for, up in the ranks for Gilly, then I guess he's using his own son for clout too, right? Is that a fair assessment? And are you not doing the same thing? I'm telling you, man, the hypocrisy is very, very real. Exactly. What is he doing right now? I mean, this is just pathetic, man. These people never cease to amaze me. They really don't.
To attack him, belittle him, malign him, persecute him.
Okay, so it's interesting how we redefine the meaning of criticism. To persecuting, maligning him, we're just destroying him. We're pretty much just castrating the brother, right? Well, let me ask you all this. Everybody listen. Is it safe to say that Gilly was a horrible father? Is it safe to say that? And the reason I'm asking that is because his son was gunned down in the streets. Gilly failed as a father. It's safe to say that. It's safe to say if your son is smoking weed on Instagram, waving pistols, rapping about running up on the ops, and gets shot in the back in the streets of Philly, it's safe to say that Gilly failed as a father. If that happened to one of my children, I would say that I failed my children. I would say that I failed as a father. If I failed to give my son the game, I have failed as a father. The criticism that brothers are giving Gilly is that Gilly has a show called $1 Million Worth of Game. And he's supposed to be helping all these young men get off the streets, but he could not secure the life of his own son. Anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears to hear, understand that that's problematic. Understand that that's hypocrisy. Understand that Gilly is not apt to lead or to teach young men. Now, that's just astute observation, sir. You can be as angry as you want. Y'all can defend this man all you want. But the fact of the matter is he failed as a father, and ain't nothing you could do about it. His son is dead. He's not coming back. It's over. It just is what it is. Y'all men love to just be in y'all feelings, but y'all not in these streets trying to stop the black on black violence. Y'all not trying to find out who the killers are. Y'all just hypocrites. Y'all so mad at content creators. Won't you mind your business? And then you got a lot of brothers going at Hassan Campbell. Why are they going at Hassan Campbell? Because he has a huge platform. So they're clout chasing him because he said what he said about the situation as well, which I agree with Hassan Campbell on this situation. Somebody got to say it. Right around the same day he released this video, I spoke on the situation. And I agree with the brother. I agree with I'm not saying I agree with everything that the brother brings out, which I shouldn't even have to say that, but I definitely agree with that. I agree with what he said regarding Gilly. Why are y'all so concerned about content creators when the killer's still running around? That literally makes no damn sense. It's crazy to me. Yeah, y'all got smoke for content creators, but not the actual shooters. Exactly, Mikey J. That's what I'm talking about. And anybody who's in the know, 101s know. 101s know. That Gilly sacrificed that man. $100 million is quite excessive. Quite excessive. But it is what it is, man. Let's continue.
In the public while he's trying to mourn the loss of his son. What has happened to...
If he's trying to mourn the loss of his son, he shouldn't be on social media. He's a public figure known on social media. If he's trying to mourn the loss of his son, he shouldn't be worried about content creators.
Masculinity in the Black community?
There's nothing effeminate about covering the news, sir. It's crazy how you're questioning masculinity, and what you're doing right now is effeminate. It's effeminate, sir. Trying to defend another man who ain't asked for your defense. He didn't ask you to make this video.
What has happened to masculinity in the Black community? What has happened to masculinity in the Black community when on the very day, the first 24 hours that this man was met with the shock of losing his oldest son, you social media opportunists jump on YouTube and do hours worth of content filled with slander, baseless accusations, indictments without facts, conspiracy theories.
Oh, that was the key word right there. I was waiting on that. Conspiracy theories. First of all, man, I don't think the brother know what slander is. Let me give this man a definition of slander, right? Slander, the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. Making false, damaging statements about someone. All right. Now, catch me when I say a false statement, right? Gilly the Kid has a show called $1 Million Worth of Game where he helps the youth, right? But his own son was shot in the back in cold blood because he was hanging out in the streets. He was making drill music. He was rapping like a gangster. So stop me when I slandered Gilly. Did y'all hear any slander in that? Or what I just said was true? Because it sounded like what I just said was true, right? Gilly the Kid signs a $100 million contract. Less than 8 months later, his son gets clapped in the streets. Nobody knows who the killer is, but a bunch of bozos is on social media angry at content creators because we think it's bizarre. Stop me when I told a lie. Is that slander? Did I slander this man? No, that's a fact. When you are a father, when you're raising a son, and you've been through the street life, you're supposed to protect them from that. Is that slander or is that the truth? You see how easy this is? The problem is y'all, these pro-blacks and these different rappers and these different people, they're trying to coattail Gilly because Gilly's going to be hot. He's already successful, but every time one of these celebrities lose a child or lose someone close to them, everything skyrockets. So they just trying to grab onto the coattail, join the ride. So I'll stay with the unpopular opinion. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is the truth. Nowhere in none of my statements that I slander Gilly. Now I can have an opinion. I can utilize astute observations. I can look at something and make my own opinion on it. But that doesn't make it slander.
With no basis or connection to the evidence of the crime scene.
So let me get this right. Now you a crime scene investigator. Now Umar Johnson is a crime scene investigator. Now somehow he done connected the dots, and based on what we're saying about Gilly the kid's parenting skills, or basically based on the crime scene, we're wrong. How do you even equivalate that? Make that make sense. And you got a lot of people going at Hassan because he's the biggest name speaking on this. But make no mistake about it, there's a lot of brothers who spoke on this situation, and I like to let Hassan Campbell know he ain't alone on this. We know what's going on. We see the violence in the streets. We see the selective outrage. We see all the individuals who are clout chasing. We see all the individuals who, want to attack the righteous for speaking truth, calling us conspiracy theorists. All right, check this out. Hear me out on this, right? Question: have they found the killer? Answer: no. So we're supposed to have a theory on what happened. Is it safe to say that people who have freedom of speech and expression should have the right to have theories? It's a good question, right? It's a real good question. We don't know who the killer is. So should we not have a theory on what took place? And it's amazing. You don't see this platform stopping us from speaking. You don't see any news correspondents. You don't see anybody that's ahead of any media outlets or platforms telling us to stop speaking. But there's always another black man who's trying to stop our freedom of speech because y'all sensitive, because y'all coattailing. Listen, that young man, he was talking about drilling on people, talking about running up on the ops, and he died in the streets. That's the truth. When we going to tell people to stop putting out this demonic music, the demonic frequencies and undertones, the words that bring forth death, instead of us paying attention to how he lived and how he died? Y'all want to go ahead and go at content creators? That's bizarre to me. Why don't we speak to the living? That part. And from what we've seen in the industry, the music industry and entertainment, we see a lot of unsolved murders. We see a lot of young men dying in the industry. And we want to talk about it. We want to know what's going on. Enough is enough. So Umar says that he's being attacked, pretty much maimed, persecuted, derived, dragged through the mud, slandered. And he's saying it's happening by the hands of conspiracy theorists. Umar, I thought you was woke. I thought you was conscious. If you woke, my man, you should know something going on in the industry. You should know that there's too many crimes that's unsolved. They still talking about Tupac, how they got new evidence pointing towards his murder. It's damn near 30 years ago, 30 years later. They still talking about they got evidence on his murder. What is it, 40 years ago? They ain't found out who killed Biggie or Tupac. And countless other entertainers. That's crazy.
Is that what we doing now, black men? Is that what we doing right now? Are you really telling me that we don't even have the respect to give somebody time to process the loss of a child?
Okay, here with that logic. First of all, he's not a child. He was a grown-ass man, not a child. Second of all, why would Gilly even be online watching YouTubers? Why would he be watching our criticism if he's mourning his son? You're clout chasing. The moment he goes back to social media or checks his phone, tablet, you want Gilly to see you. And I know that he's a Philadelphia native. I know that Gilly has the keys to the city. I brung it out. I know that he has a lot of power in Philadelphia. So I already know what time you on, Umar. Here's another question, Umar. You call yourself the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Well, it's a well-known fact that New Breed Global Truth has thousands of acres of land available for the people right there in Africa, right there in Liberia. Yeah, yours truly. I have video footage with me next to dignitaries, video footage with the vice president of Liberia. You know, I've done land walks, done all kind of things. I've been about my word. You know, I haven't been trying to build a school claiming I'm trying to look out for young boys and educate them. I haven't been claiming I'm building a school and taking hundreds and thousands of dollars from people and, you know, not producing. And to be quite frank with you, sir, if you want to be, if you the Prince of Pan-Africanism, if you the Prince of Pan-Africanism, I'm the king of Africa, sir. I didn't see Dr. Umar talking about content creators who going over there to Africa and getting land and saying, hey, my African people, hey, listen, there's a YouTuber. He went over there. They got thousands of acres. They were dignitaries. It's time to go back home to Africa. See, sir, you use Africa as Wakanda. You like to sell the idea of Africa. You're not going back to no damn Africa. You know you're happy where you at. That's cool. That's cool. But stop selling Africa like it's Wakanda to the people. If you ain't about bringing people to the land, if you ain't about sitting down with the dignitaries. Because here's the thing, a lot of these pro-black and conscious people, they really pulling on the coattails of celebrities. They just want to be able to go on these big podcasts because they don't have the gumption to maintain an audience consistently on YouTube. I'm talking about consistently. I don't care what your views are. If you're able to maintain an audience consistently, then you're doing something. But for you to, you know, you got to have that door open to go on different shows, different podcasts, because that's what pays your bills. So you need to be in good with some of these gatekeepers. I understand how this goes. I get it. I get the politics and the games that you people play. But you're dealing with the right one. Yeah, you're dealing with the right one. I'm telling you, man. This man be selling hella wolf tickets. He's hilarious. He's a funny guy, though. Real funny guy.
On the same day they lost the child?
He's not a child, grown man. Let's go back.
On YouTube and see all these social media opportunists use this man's loss of a son use this man's loss of a son as an opportunity to attack him, belittle him, malign him, persecute him in the public while he's trying to mourn the loss of his son.
That's because everybody knows what's going on in the industry. You were better off not saying anything, Umar.
What has happened to masculinity in the Black community? What has happened to masculinity in the Black community? What has happened to masculinity in the Black?
Ladies and gentlemen, what he's doing with that repetitive stuff, that's mind control. Let me just break it down. Let me break this dude down. I hope y'all listening here. When you hear a person just repeating themselves like that, he has a malfunction, number one. Number two, there's a form of mind control. That's what that is. Exactly, McDonald. What does masculinity have to do with any of this? He's trying to MK Ultra his audience. He's a warlock. He prayed to the damn ancestors. I'm telling you, man, anybody who's not bringing the Bible, the truth of the Bible, and they bringing all this ancestral worship, you bet your bottom dollar they some damn warlocks and wizards and witches. Man's a damn warlock. He's putting y'all under hypnotism. Talking to people like they damn slow. And you know what make it so bad? A lot of people are slow and fall for this nonsense. I mean, this is what they do, man. He acting like a straight up AI bot. Sitting there repeating itself. What do masculinity have to do with brothers, real men who are raising their sons? That's masculine. Masculinity is men who are raising their sons and daughters in the ways of the faith. And I'm going to tell you like this. If I raise my children the right way and they end up taking the wrong direction, y'all don't have to worry about mourning for me. Let me say that again. If I raise my children in the right direction and they go their own way and they end up getting lined up in these streets, I don't want my audience mourning for me, because I'm not mourning for no kids that raised up and made their own decision. I would get on camera and be like, don't mourn for me. I told my son to stay out them streets. He ain't want to listen. I would literally address the public like that. God forbid something happened to one of my sons. I'd be like, I raised him up. I didn't raise my boy like that. And I would get on the most popular show and I would say, hey, listen, y'all young boys can follow in the footsteps of my son if you want. And if you get lined up in these streets, that's on you. And don't mourn for me, because his dumbass got what he deserved, because I told him the right way. And I would use it as an opportunity to teach. That's what I would do if something happened to my son and I was a good father and I raised him in the ways of the faith, but he made his own decisions, because ultimately they can make their own decisions once they're grown. But I'm not going to be asking for all this sympathy, cry for me, mourn for me. No. Because I'm not mourning for no child who go the wrong direction. I'm not mourning for them. I'm like, look, you on your own. If my children choose to do something, they full-blown adults. I done did my job as a father. They full-blown adults. If they chose to go the wrong direction and it cost them their life, I'm not asking nobody to mourn, because I'm not mourning for them. They adults. I did my part. But see, the issue is, it's something more ominous to all of this. That's the issue. The issue is, we know how it goes down in the industry. That's the problem. And y'all don't want us to know, but the secret is out. We see the patterns. It's a Mitchell. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate the support. Real talk.
Use use this man's loss of a son as an opportunity to attack him, belittle him, malign him, persecute him in the public while he's trying to mourn the loss of his son. What has happened to masculinity in the Black community? What has happened to masculinity in the Black community? What has happened to masculinity?
This dude is weird, bro. Yo, go ahead, man.
In the Black community, when on the very day, the first 24 hours that this man was met with the shock of losing his oldest son, you social media opportunists jump on YouTube.
Just like you jumping on YouTube right now. You're the opportunist chasing clout from Gilly. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. There's nothing more. Let me tell you something. There is nothing more than Umar would love than to hop on $1 million worth of game. Let me repeat this. Y'all not hearing me. Gilly's from Philadelphia, so is Umar. Umar been doing his thing on social media. He's been on a few notable outlets, but you know the outlet that will really put this man over the top, y'all? Yeah, $1 million worth of game. Y'all guessed it. See, my audience is actually intelligent. That's what I mean. There's nothing more this man would love. But while he's doing this, he's accusing us as clout chasing. That's why I purposely went over here to my smaller platform. And I'm talking about this because one thing I've learned, ladies and gentlemen, about content creation, it's not about how many views you get. It's not about that. It's not about that. Nah, it's not. It's about the message. It's about how poignant and strong the message is. I can have 3 people watch this video and those 3 people can share it and spread it to the right people, and it can have a lasting impact on what was said. It's about engagement as well, right? It's not about views. It's not about clout. It's about the message. See, when a man of Yah speaks and the message is in the airwaves, it causes a shift. And this is the reason why we can have less subscribers, less followers, but we all know the whole celebrity realm, they're all watching. We know everybody's watching. Why? Because it's the truth over here. But I'm telling you, man, this dude is funny, bro. He's clout chasing, but he's accusing content creators of clout chasing. This dude is hilarious, bro. And you know, you got a lot of people who know that Umar is full of shit, right? A lot of people know it. They know he wasn't gonna get to school together. They know all the times he jugged and finessed on people, but because they don't like Hassan Campbell, they're making it seem like Umar did a finishing move on every brother who's speaking truth when he ain't doing a damn thing but repeating his damn self. He not saying nothing. This is an emotional rant. But see, a lot of guys aren't real men. He's talking about masculinity while doing an emotional rant. But most social media would be like, yeah, Umar, put them in their place. That's because you're emotional. You're not logical. It sounds good on the surface. Yeah, they're attacking Gilly. His son is dead. His son ain't coming back. Ain't nothing we can do about that but learn from his death. The people who are trying to process what took place would like to know what happened. But we know we're not going to find that out because the industry is dirty like that.
And do hours worth of content filled with slander, baseless accusations, indictments without facts, conspiracy theories.
Here's the fact. Gilly the kid has the keys to the city. Gilly the kid, he took pictures with the governor, mayor, and so forth. He's highly respected in Philly. During the ceremony, there was a Greek statue of a fallen angel standing behind him after he did the ceremony with the dignitaries. But his son was in the middle of the hood getting shot in the back. Those are facts right there. Those are facts right there. Yeah, RC says they watch this new breed, truth, but they still don't change. Yep. They want to go down with the nasty, slimy ship of the devil and his demons. It's sad, terribly sad that they don't want out. They stuck, right? And Serve is right. A lot of content creators actually solve cases. You know, because content creators are actual investigative journalists. You know how many journalists solve cases? You know, that's not my strong suit on social media. I just speak my mind on what I'm seeing. I don't go too deep into the investigation. I think I'll get better at that as time goes. But, you know, I'm more so here to bring forth motivation and spiritual content, as well as actually put in some real work and research with certain things. Yeah, we use critical thinking and logic. See, this is something that Umar don't know nothing about. He's just being sensitive right now. I get it, Umar. You and your feelings right now. It's all good.
With no basis or connection to the evidence of the crime scene.
What the crime scene got to do with content creators criticizing Gilly's parenting skills?
Is that what we doing now, black men? Is that what we doing right now? Are you really telling me that we don't even have the respect to give somebody time to process stuff?
Y'all is no respecter of persons. And respect also has to be earned. He may have earned your respect, but we don't know him. We don't know Gilly. We only know what we see. We know that when Jay Prince came to $1 million worth of game, Gilly sat up there and let Jay Prince threaten. He let him threaten Offset while Takeoff was just being put in a grave. Gilly allowed that to happen. We know that for a fact. That's a fact. That's not fiction. So these are the patterns we know about Gilly. We know that it seemed like he aligned himself with Jay Prince and mob ties. We know that we were waiting for him to G-check Jay Prince, but he was sitting there like a little puppy. We know that, and a lot of people didn't forget about that. So, I mean, we only know what we see. We don't respect anybody we don't know. See, I don't know why people believe that because they got a platform, got a show, that they got to be respected. No, what are you doing for the people other than tax write-off, turkey drives, bicycles, giving away some Target gift cards? I mean, what are you doing for the people? With $100 million, where's the land at? Are you taking people off the streets? Where the community centers at? I'm tired of you celebrities. All y'all do is talk and want somebody's sympathy.
The loss of a child on the same day.
He ain't no child. He a grown-ass man. He wasn't a child when he was playing those big boy bully street Philly games. When he was making songs about drilling. He wasn't he wasn't a child then. He was a grown-ass man. And now he's gone.
They lost the child. I mean, I know you social media YouTubians are thirsty for views. I understand the YouTubian culture.
Just like you thirsty to get on $1 million worth of game. We thirsty for views, and you thirsty to get on $1 million worth of game. You know, this is that pro-black selective outrage because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all. If you don't get your MC Gusto, if you don't get your my Nubian white queen, my milk of magnesia head, man, if you don't get up out of here, bruh, stop playing with the people. If you don't get your, we just need your grit money. I just need your grit money. This dude is funny, bro. This man told y'all, I just need y'all grit money. Run them damn donations. Yo, y'all remember that? Umar was like, run them damn donations. I need y'all's grit money. I need y'all's grit money. Run them damn donations. Run them damn. This is real talk. He really did say all this. Now he over here talking about content creators chasing clout. Let me tell you something. There was a lot of people who make videos that stop what they were doing that normally get us the views. I'm one of them. The videos that give me the views ain't no damn Gilly the Kid. I don't get views for talking about Gilly the Kid. I found the story to be important, so I spoke on it. I'm gonna tell you, anytime I speak about anything regarding celebrities, it's always something to be learned in a situation. I don't just talk about celebrities to get clout. Yo, this dude is hilarious, man.
Because I've been an object of its slander. I understand how the YouTubian community operates. But can we have no principles? Can we have no morals?
Where's the school at that you're supposed to build? Have you reimbursed everybody their money who donated to your school? That's what question I got. I mean, I'm not getting it. You talking about morals, but where I'm from, if somebody give you something and you are entrusted with finances, you're supposed to have integrity. If you don't have any morals and guidelines or integrity, you know, people just don't trust you anymore. But unfortunately, on social media, everybody know you ain't shit, but you're entertaining God. And you know, you got a lot of content creators who, since they don't like Hassan or don't like Brothers in Truth either, the moment where you step up and say something, they gonna be like, well, the friend of my friend is my, what, the friend of my enemy, the enemy of my friend. I'm saying it all wrong. I was saying it all wrong. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know, you got these goofy ass content creators who, you know, gonna jump ship, even though they know you ain't shit, Umar. They know you just a silver tongue, fourth tongue, pro-black, dashiki wearing nigga. They already know. They know what you are. But because they think you got some type of damn respect in the conscious community, they're gonna hop on your coattail because they don't like us. That's what it is. They can have all the views they want. See, Satan gonna award them all of that, but you know, they can have all that. I see so many people riding Umar's coattail right now. Why? Because he's speaking adverse to what we're saying. That's why. He's speaking adverse to what people in the truth are saying. We're tired of seeing these crimes too, this violence in the streets. But we're not going to sit up here and have sympathy for these celebrities. It's not going to happen. People dying every day. We seeing death every day. Umar, we are desensitized, sir. So if you're wondering what's going on with people in the truth or people in general, yeah, we're desensitized. We see it every day. We see a dead rapper every day. A rapper who rap about drugs, Molly, Percocets, drug dealing, killing. We see them die every day to the point we don't even care. It's just news. That's water under the damn bridge. That is water under the bridge. We hear about dead rappers every day. So you expect us to care about this dead rapper because it's Gilly the kid? No, he failed as a father. Now, what can you say about that? Now go pray to the ancestors. If you mad, go summon the ancestors.
Can we have no rules of conduct? Can we not create some principles of solidarity? And this wasn't mostly black women.
Solidarity? What, you want us to hold hands and have a moment of silence for Gilly the kid? No, we ain't doing that. You want us to hold hands and have a moment of silence for another dead rapper? Nope, not happening. Mystic Shadow, thank you for the contribution. I appreciate the support.
This was black men slandering a black man. This was black men slandering a black man. I mean,
nobody slandered him. People told the truth.
My God. Accused him of everything under the sun without an ounce of proof.
The proof is in his son not being here. The proof is that he signed $100 million deal, but his son was in the streets instead of running a business. That's proof. That's proof that he failed. Yeah. I mean, I would rather set my son up with a business if I'm $100 million man than have him trying to be some type of trap rapper and want to be gangster, hanging out in the middle of the damn streets. But they don't like when you speak straight like that.
Are you that thirsty for views? Are you
that thirsty to go $1 million worth of game? Are you that thirsty to go $1 million worth of game?
That thirsty for likes? Are you that thirsty for clicks? Are you that pressed for YouTube dollars?
Are you that pressed for the people's dollars that you would claim you building a school and that school never manifested itself? I mean, just the nerve. Just the nerve of this guy. Somebody said it's hard to mourn for somebody who spoke deaf and got what they sold. Exactly. It really is. It really is, though. Yep, Trust God says we living in the end times. Anyone who has sold their soul to the devil for any reason is no concern of mine. Right. Facts. Yeah, somebody said, let me see. Yeah, he said he related to Frederick Douglass. Man, if you don't get out of here, champ. The Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass Academy. You know, it's crazy because he shouts out Marcus Garvey and all of that. You know what the interesting thing about that, ladies and gentlemen, the land that we have in Liberia is the same land that was going to be given to Marcus Garvey. Eden. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. 2 years ago, I did a song right here on New Breed Music and Motivation. That song is called Marcus Garvey. I did this 2 years ago. I said a line in that song. I said, it got me feeling like a new breed. Stephen Darby, give me 2 years. I'll be Marcus Garvey. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 years later, went over there to Liberia, met the vice president, and got the same land. Got the same land that was given to Marcus Garvey before they took him out. So I think I'm the new prince of Pan-Africanism. And I ain't saying this to toot my own horn. I give all praises to the Most High. But I want to show y'all how he's magnified in my life. I just thought I'd bring that out. But you know, this guy want to call himself Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass and all that. But you know, it's crazy how this works, because these people be connected with different politicians and so forth, and people really give them the validity. But the people who really doing the work, we don't get the shine. They're not gonna let me on the Breakfast Club. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to hear me. I am doing what Umar is not doing. But you will not see me on the Breakfast Club. He gets on these shows for pretending to be what I am. A real chief. Chief Bungba over Bassa County, Liberia. So he gets on Breakfast Club, goes on all these shows because he's pretending to be what I actually am. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not jealous. I'm not deterred about it. I mean, it's been going on for years. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to show you that Satan's system, the media, the gatekeepers, they're only going to allow their own in. They will never allow me there. Matter of fact, let me say this. I don't want to be there. I don't even want to be there. They know that they can't play around with me. They know I'm not one of them people. So I just thought I'd bring that up, man, because there's a difference between actually doing the work and actual clout chasers. Umar is a clout chaser, and this is pretty much hypocrisy in its finest.
That you can't even give the man 24 hours of peace. Y'all went on the attack immediately. I can't imagine what he going through right now. I can't imagine what he going through. You're not even giving me a minute to process the loss of my child. And
why would he be on social media?
Y'all slandering me and attacking me and belittling me. Let me ask you a question. I'm about to wrap this up. Miami, I'll see you next Saturday. Miami, I will see you next Saturday. Chicago.
So now you promoting your tour. I thought you was doing this to, rebuttal the brothers who are speaking out. All right, now you promoting. But anyway, let's go.
I will see you next Sunday, but let me say this. Miami, I will see you next Saturday. In Chicago, I will see you next Sunday. Petersburg, Virginia, I will see you on August the 20th. Petersburg, Virginia, I will see you on August the 20th. Petersburg, Virginia.
What is wrong with this dude? Yo, why he keep repeating himself like that? Like, what is wrong with this guy, man? I don't know how people sit here and watch this, man. Could y'all imagine I come on a live stream doing this? I just come in, Shalom, Israel. It's your boy, New Breed. I said, Shalom, Israel. It's your boy, New Breed. Shalom. It's weird, man. Yeah, he's a spell casting, ancestor worshiping, Pan-African clown. It's weird. Man, hey, social media is a wild place.
I will see you on August the 20th. Nat Turner Land on August the 21st. NatTurnerLibrary.com. If you need the flyers, hit me up. But here's my question I want to ask you. I don't know what is the bigger problem. Gangster rap or social media, brothers and sisters?
Wow. You don't know the bigger problem? Gangster rap or social media? Well, let's see. Social media can be used for good and evil. Let's see. Social media feeds a lot of families. Social media is however you use it. But gangster rap has claimed the lives of millions of our people. And you're supposed to be this educated brother, and you don't know the damn difference? You don't know the difference? Is gangster rap worse than social media? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the tomfoolery. Y'all, this is the tomfoolery that really irritates me. So that's his way of saying no matter how Gillie's son rapped, you know, no matter how many of these other rappers rap about killing and all this violence and, you know, all these young boys being possessed by the demons because they listening to music with satanic frequencies and undertones. Some of these young men are turning homosexual through the music too. Yeah. Through subliminal messaging and backmasking. Some of these young men are acting out violent acts because of the music. Some of them get possessed by spirits and turn violent because they're playing drill music all day. You don't know what's worse, social media or the gangster rap? Really? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, he's really insulting the intelligence of his viewers, and it's just a travesty. It's a travesty.
Can we take a vote right now? Can we do a straw poll?
Sure, let's take a vote. Audience, everybody in the chat watching, what's better? What's worse, rather, social media or gangster rap? Let's see. We'll go ahead and do a brief tally up here. Let me see what the chat has to say. And if you can, ladies and gentlemen, give your reasoning why you chose what you chose. I mean, nobody in his chat stopped for a minute and be like, hold up, that don't make sense. All right, everybody in my chat saying gangster rap is worse than social media. I would think so, because we on social media right now, and we're building. We're having a healthy dialogue, good conversation, right? We are on social media, right? We are on social media, right? We are on. I'm just messing with y'all. Nah, I ain't into that cast the spell stuff. But no, I mean, it's like, what has gangster rap done good for us but help fund the prison industrial complex? What have gangster rap done for us except for claim the lives of millions of people? What have gangster rap done for us except mislead the youth? What has gangster rap done? I mean, seriously, sir. So you think the people who are criticizing Gillie's parenting skills, you think the people who are investigative journalists, you think the people who are quote unquote conspiracy theorists or people with theories, you think they worse than the gangster rapper who is leading countless souls to hell? Is that what we saying? These rappers who are leading, the female rappers right now, leading all these women in a whoredom, leading our women down a Planned Parenthood. So you saying that we who criticize Gillie, you saying we worse than the gangster rappers, but you supposed to be woke, huh? Yep, they funded the funeral homes and the prisons. Yeah. I mean, hey, but this your boy Umar. He got something to say about us content creators. Well, I'm clapping back this time.
Oh, brothers and sisters, what is the bigger problem in the black community? Gangster rap or social media? I don't know which one is worse.
His audience gotta be dumb.
I don't know which one is worse. Gangster rap or social media? Which one is worse, brothers and sisters? I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Now you didn't confuse your audience. See, this is what these people do. He didn't cast so many spells. He's asking that question to see if his ritual worked, if his spellbounding worked. So he's doing a tally to see what's going on.
Because gangster rap is definitely the devil, and YouTube is also the devil. Which is
while he's on YouTube. Yo. He said gangster rap is the devil, but YouTube is the devil. While on YouTube. While he's on YouTube. Man, you just really can't. I feel like I'm losing brain cells listening to this dude, man. I seriously feel like I'm losing brain cells right now. Yo, they laughing at you because Umar, you sound crazy as hell, man. You need to read the Bible, sir. That's what you need to do. I don't know what the ancestors are whispering in your ears. I don't know what kind of incense you've been burning. I don't know what kind of manifestation journals you've been writing in. I don't know what kind of little shrunken heads you've been playing with. I really don't know what you into. I mean, for real. Because you out here tweaking.
is worse, social media or gangster rap, brothers and sisters? I am the biggest non-entertainment name on social media.
That's crazy. You very entertaining.
I only go live when I have something to teach. If I don't have anything constructive or productive to offer the global African family, I keep my mouth shut.
Man, this dude is funny. Let me see if he got anything else to say about content creators. We'll give it a few more. Let's see.
But you Negroes are addicted to being seen and heard on social media. And the sad part about your social media addiction is you don't even have anything useful to offer the people.
How about some land? Is that useful? How about a place to plant crops? How about a place to, how about businesses? How about their own businesses? What are we talking about? Oh, how about a school that never gets built? You see the comparison here? The pot calling the damn kettle black. I think these pro-blacks be playing with them damn shrunken heads, man. They be out there playing with them damn them hoodoo and juju dolls. I know he got some voodoo dolls. Somebody said, "Are love notes only digital now?" Yes, love notes are digital. It makes it easier to use your redeemable code, because we were physically mailing each love note out. So now it goes, you get your love note instantly. Somebody said, why isn't he in talks with you? Because he's not doing what I'm doing. He's not in the same. How do I explain this? He's an agent. I mean, no, let me say it another way. He's just not doing what I'm doing, right? You know, you got those people like, I don't know if you've seen Don't Be a Menace, right? Them pro-black people, you know, that got the dashikis and they talk a certain way, and he is literally one of those. He's that character. He's literally a character. He's a caricature. That's what he is. A caricature. I mean, people. Hey, people. They can follow what they follow. If you get insight, I mean, even a broken clock is right twice a day. I mean, I'm pretty sure he got some stuff that's online that's decent, but he just not really about Africa. That's just a part of his whole get up. Like, he ain't about Africa. Yeah, he's one of those swine, my brother. My beautiful milk of magnesia. Come on, black man, not like that. The whole time, he just want the clout. He just want to be famous. He just want to be on $1 million worth of game. He just want to be on podcasts and buy his dashikis and get some new wives and stuff and just be pro-black. Call on the ancestors. Go to the graveyard and go dig up the ancestors. He just want to let his soul glow, burn incense. I mean, you know how these people move, man. They just want to burn their incense, wear slippers. Well, not slippers, those open toe shoes, and talk black. I mean, what are we saying here? That's what these people do. Yeah, it just kind of is what it is.
Some of you go live every day, every other day, every 3 days.
Why are you worried about how people feed their family? I mean, let me get this right. He's talking about people not being masculine, but he worried about how often men go live. If men going live every day to feed their family, what's the problem with that? If they're trying to build their platform up and they're being consistent with making content, what's the problem with that? I did 6 videos every day for 2 years. I did 6 videos a week, pardon me. I said that wrong. 6 videos a week for 2 years. You know how consistent you got to be to do that? Hey, why are you pocket watching? Why are you worried about how many times people go live? Like, stay on your path. Well, like that's crazy. Who hired you to say that? Somebody said envy is deadly, my G, be cautious. Trill, I don't know what you mean by that, because who's envious? I'm not envious at all of this brother. But he called out content creators who had something to say in regards to Gilly, and I'm one of those content creators. So he was he basically openly rebuked content creators who had something to say. I was one of the first people who said something. And then I looked up and I seen Hassan's video. I seen a couple other brothers go live on it, but I mean, it may have been people who done it before me, but I'm the first video I seen of me speaking of it. I posted it up when it first happened. I said what I said about parenting, fatherhood, and then I spoke in regards to the $100 million deal. Yeah, he did an open rebuke, so I'm just responding, bro. Ain't no envy. But my question is, why he worried about how many times people go live? You know, that's weird. Somebody said he can't be talking about you. He gotta mean Umar. Okay, I mean, I don't know. You gotta be clear. Because, you know, sometimes people will take things the wrong way because I'm speaking about it. They don't be knowing the full story. So I have to make it clear. So no disrespect to the brother. Thanks, Trill. No disrespect. But anyway, let's continue.
Some of you go live 3 and 4 times a day with nothing constructive.
If people go on live 3 and 4 times a day, it's because they're monetized. They're making money. They're feeding their family. And if they're going 3 and 4 times live a day, and they're not saying nothing constructive, how do you know they're going live? Are you watching it? You know how insane this sounds? How do you know? Somebody said, not sure how, oh, Trill says, not sure how you felt like I was directing it to you, my G. No, because I don't know if you just joined and you hear me talking about Umar. So essentially people will be like, oh, he jealous of Umar, because Umar is he's a bigger name on social media. So people would jump to conclusions and say, oh man, you must be jealous of this dude. And that's not the case. I'm just responding to him. So no disrespect. I got you, bro. I was just clearing it up. And sometimes we get trolls in here too. Sometimes we get trolls in here. So I got to clarify things. No disrespect. Yeah. So like, this is what I wonder. So he knows people going 2 and 3 live 2 and 3 times a day. They don't have no substance, but how would you know unless you're watching them? How would Umar know how many times people are going live unless he's sitting there watching it? If you out here making your own money, doing what you do, I mean, why are you even commenting on what other people are doing, bro? That don't make no damn sense. I can't tell you how many times people are going live. It sounds like you patrolling. Like, listen, did they hire you to do this? Like, did somebody hire you to be patrolling and clocking social media content creators? Because this sounds like this sounds like some perp activity. I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't in the chat right now. I'll be surprised if Umar not watching this stream right now, burning an incense, talking to the ancestors with a shrunken head voodoo doll. I would not be surprised. In a rocking chair with a dashiki on, repeating himself, chanting to the ancestors with some sage and some bean pies. For real. Umar, you need to read the Bible, sir. They're pouring libations. Umar, you need to read the Bible. You need to read the Bible, sir. The Bible.
To offer anybody who looks like you.
How about land? What if we got land to offer in Africa? Since you the prince of Pan-Africanism.
You got 60 and 70-year-old grandmoms twerking on Instagram and TikTok.
All right, he's just going on a rant now. All right, he's going on a rant. So he calls out content creators. We don't have nothing to do with all that. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna say this, right? Here's the thing. Have we gotten to a point where anybody who criticizes Gilly the Kid and his parenting skills, y'all want them silenced? So let me get this right. That man is above reproach because he lost a son. I want to know what happened to the other 2 victims that were shot. We don't hear nothing else about them. I'm just to the point where anybody who got a problem with criticism on social media from content creators, hey, look, you need to go get a damn life. And I think Umar is really the one clout chasing. It is what it is. Somebody say he need to repent and start over. Facts. Empress says too emotional for me. Right. Arnold says he really trying to sound intelligent, but foolish words coming out of his mouth. Absolutely. Christopher, he just cracking up laughing. Yeah, but Umar, hold this L, sir. I pray you read the Bible. I pray you put that ancestral worship down, because that's crazy. You worshiping dead people. I pray that you find peace and stop watching content creators, because for some reason our words really be getting a lot of y'all industry cats in y'all feelings, man. Y'all really be getting in y'all feelings. Won't y'all do yourself a solid and go find out who killed that young man? How about that? Won't y'all go find out who killed him? Because he's dead and he ain't coming back. So won't we go find out who killed him so justice can be served? And won't we start making some changes when it comes to rapping that gangster rap? Because gangster rap is worse than social media. Social media is what you make it. YouTube is called YouTube for a reason, because it's your portal, your tube. YouTube is my portal, your portal. Whatever you put out, whatever energy you put out, that's what you get. So social media is a lot like life, is what you make it. If you sit around watching corn all day and you are depleted of testosterone and you sitting there watching filth and gossip and drama all day, it is what it is. You're going to pollute your judgment. You're going to pollute your thought process. But if you're doing righteous things, if you studying to show yourself approved, if you're watching logical content that's going to uplift you, then it's going to help you. Gangster rap ain't never did nothing for nobody. Matter of fact, gangster rap may be the reason why that young man's life is gone. So do yourself a favor and have several seats down, sir. And all you clout chasers out there who just enemies with Hassan Campbell, so you gonna pick sides with a man you know ain't shit. Anybody who go against this man, that's some crazy stuff. All that enemy, my enemy is my friend. I'm not with none of that. I'm not with that. If I think you ain't shit, I don't care if you make a good point. I'm just gonna still fall back from you. I'm not gonna promote you and Umar did this and did that. He ain't do nothing. He went on an emotional rant. Ain't said a damn thing, ain't made no logical sense. We could clearly see y'all all part of the brotherhood and y'all all full of it. All of them fugazi. But the real one's still gonna rise up, man. Anyway, man, I got more content coming. Y'all never know how many times I'm gonna go live over here on this channel off the late night, because I'm about to build this channel back up. Because I'm gonna have some new music coming. And we're going to get numbers over here. And if y'all notice, right, when I stream live over here, they do not disrupt my connection because they don't want my other platform growing. So that's why that happens. It's clear and evident. By show of ones, did y'all hear this video break up one time? No, I said that wrong. Just tell me. No, not even by show of ones. Just let me know. Did y'all hear it? Like, let me know. Was there any discrepancies? Yay or nay? Video was perfect, Mike says. Empress says, I noticed that. See? Dollar said, no issues. See, but when I stream on the other channel, they must got some type of agent, some type of operative over there, because y'all, they mute my mic. They make all type of connectivity issues happen. They drop the stream. They do everything to try to control the video. So, yeah, hey, I guess they got that platform under surveillance. I don't know which video it was, but they be on it. But it is what it is, brothers and sisters. Look, I love each and every one of y'all. I just thought I would respond to Umar because I feel like he personally was calling out. Well, he made it an open rebuke. So I responded because I was one of those content creators who said what I said. So it is what it is, man. More content coming. Y'all have a blessed one. With that being said, shalom and peace.